What is up guys, welcome back to a brand new video. We're here for another tutorial. This time it's not helmet, it's for the cars. So a few people may not be too sure how to install car mods on F1 2020, let alone any of the previous games. So I'm going to break it down nice and simple for you guys. It's going to be a bit slower of a tutorial, recording it in a different way so I'll be able to take our time with it. So first thing we're going to do, you're going to want to pick a car. So you're going to want to hop over to race department and then you're going to want to click on downloads. So on the left hand side, you've got all the games, especially the F1 games, up until 2012. So obviously you're naturally going to want to click on 2020, and then here we have skins. So currently we've got 3 skins uploaded, 2 by Kine, which is one of the best modders in the community. Me and him are pretty good friends. We've worked on plenty of projects together. So we're going to use his Mclaren Austria livery, and as you can see, he's updated it to the We Race for One with all the colours on the side and stuff like that. Obviously, at this stage, not everything's perfect. You can't get every little detail, which he's obviously noted here. So once you've created an account, which I hope you have, if you've watched the previous video on the helmet tutorial, if you haven't seen that, please go check it out. It's very helpful for you new modders, and even some that are probably stuck with their head scratching where these files go. But once you click download, you're going to want to save it to your desktop. That way we can find it pretty easily. Second of all, if you haven't already, you need to download the Ego ERP archiver. Just click download now. Again, please guys, donate to Petar. He absolutely, he deserves it massively. If you can't afford to donate, that's fine. Just hit the no thanks, take me to the downloads. And then you're going to want to download the 7.001. Just click download for that. Save that to your desktop. And very similar to the last video, if it comes up with this is not safe, this might be dangerous, just click keep and you'll be good to go. And of course, you're going to want to download Winrar if you haven't. Again, just going over a few things I went over in the last video, just for people who aren't too sure. So you're going to want to download that there, and then hit download once again, and save that to your desktop and install it if you haven't already. But by this point, I would hope everybody has. So now to unpack everything, so what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to open ERP archiver zip. You want to drag it to your desktop, and you can close this one down and delete that RAR file. We don't need that no more. Now open up the Mclaren car one and then drag that folder also to the desktop. That way we have a easy way of finding out where we're going to be. So the next thing is to open up the Mclaren. There's going to be 2 ways of installing this. I'm going to walk you through both. So the first one is manual and the second one is automatic. Copy and paste does what it says on the tin. It's down to the modder to make sure that all the files will work properly as they're supposed to. Obviously at the same time, it's down to you to make sure you've got no files that will mix with the one you're trying to install. So say for example you download a previous Mclaren mod. That modder may have done the entire team package, every single texture he's done, and the new one you want to download maybe has only done the paint, so you'll get a bit of overlap, maybe a bit messy, and you may have mixed different textures. So the best way to do it, if you're starting a new mod, just make sure you've got a file that won't cause any issues down the line. So we're going to go with the paste one first. So what you're going to want to do is open up a new file explorer, and you're going to want to find your F1 2020 game. So personally I have it saved up here in quick access because I'm in these files quite a lot. But for you, if you don't know where it is, you want to go to your C drive. Usually they're in program files. So program files, scroll all the way down to Steam, Steam apps, then into your common folder, and then F1 2020 is here. So you're going to want to open up F1 2020 and then open up the paste folder. So simple as this, all you need to do is copy the F1 2020 folder, go back to your Steam common folder, just hit paste, and then replace files and destination. I'm not going to do that because obviously I've got to show you the manual installation. But once you do that, you'll be good to go to load up the game and you will be away. So time for the manual one. So in the folder that has ERP archive, in this case it's a very simple mod. So there's only 3 textures, but how this works is everything you'll need will be in one place. You won't have to hunt around trying to find it. So you're going to want to open up your ERP archiver folder that we made earlier. Open up the application. This is going to make your life a whole lot easier. When you open up the program for the first time, go to settings, game directory, and then sit directory. So what you're going to do is go to the exact same place where you found your Steam library a minute ago, and then before double click on an F1 2020, click it once and then click select folder. Now that's very important for later. It saves you a lot of hassle. So now we're going to want to find it. So we're going to go to file, open, go to 2020 asset groups, F1 2020 vehicle package, teams, and then Mclaren, WEP, and open Mclaren.erp. So now this is the thing that has all the different stuff for the car. So what you're going to want to do is bring up your manual stuff on one side so you can see what you got to do. So we're looking for the decal, the paint C and the paint D. Again, this is really easy stuff. This is obviously a simple tutorial. Some cars, maybe chassis swaps I'll show down the line, they're definitely a little bit more tricky. So once you found the decal one, which is decal.d, perfect. Gonna hit textures and go import, and then wherever you saved your folder, in this case if it's your desktop, makes things easier. So we go to where the files are, and again if you're new to this, obviously double check the files before you do it. Again, it saves you a headache. So click on that, hit open, and now at this point just hit save, and yes, and that's that bit done. It may take a while for the ERP to do it, but eventually it'll kick itself into gear. Now if we scroll down looking for the paint C file, they're usually towards the bottom because it's mostly in alphabetical order. So paint C, you're going to go textures again, import, find where you saved it. So now that you're in here, just double click on the paint C, hit save again, click yes, and we're away, boom. And the final one we need to do, not all cars obviously have this, some cars only have one paint file, but in this case Mclaren has two, technically has three, but that is an SFC file, which we don't need to worry about just yet. So that's done. We're going to hit file, hit save again, and then that's done. So we can close down the ERP archiver, we can even delete the livery, we don't need that no more, and we are ready to go and test the game and have a look at it in game. So on the home screen of F1 2020, the easiest way to show you this is I'll show you it in the showroom, I'll then show you it on track as well. So if you go to F1 2020, scroll all the way down to the McLaren, and there we go. Loaded in really quickly, and pretty sweet. Again, he's done a good job. Obviously for most cars you will have mirroring, that's again nothing we can really avoid unfortunately in terms of modding. It's just an inevitability, but again, so that actually it's gone pretty easy, and again that was with the manual mod as well. The same would have worked perfectly fine for the copy and paste. So we're going to load into time trial quickly, load into the McLaren just to show you it on track, and get a cheeky little thumbnail, which is always handy to say the least. And as you can see, we've loaded in game now, and the car looks just as good as it did there. We're going to check the replay cameras just to make sure everything's working as it should. And there we go, you can see the colours are done. Kina did an amazing job on this. If you enjoyed this video guys, it was helpful, please do slap a like on it and subscribe for more fun and one content coming around. Until next video guys, I'll see you then. Bye bye.